going right now?
Just thinking the timing with the distributor and the ECU. Got lucky on this one and it's spot on, so we don't have to change anything.
So you're basically tuning per RPM, like 2,500, like 3,000, 35, 4, like that, and then you're going to start making full pulls so that you can get the map straight in between each RPM instead of just running a wide open throttle, right?
Yeah, so you have your table. With all your different RPM values and then all your different load values. When you just make full throttle runs, you're pretty much just going over here, and all this other stuff in the map gets forgotten about. So we're able to hold it at 1,600 RPM, run it through all the cells, 2,000, run it through all the cells, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So this dyno makes it really nice to get into parts of the map that you can't get into on, inertia style dynos.
So what's your name?
My name's Holden.
And what kind of car is this?
It's a 2000 Civic Si, the M1, that I built for Honda Challenge H2.
And what motor's in it?
It's a JDM Type R motor, ITR motor.
And what's some of the restrictions that you guys have running in the Honda Challenge class?
So overall, for running Honda Challenge H2 class, you're pretty limited to what you're able to do with the engine. You can have adjustable cam gears and stuff like that, but for the most part, internally they have to remain stock.
Gotcha.
So,
what kind of transmission setups can you guys have in these?
so for H2, you can run any gear ratio that comes as a factory B series gear ratio. You're allowed any diff, and you're also allowed any final drive. So it's relatively unrestricted, minus staying within the factory B series gear ratios. So,
what's one of the more popular gear setups that people do, or is that classified?
no, it's not. A lot of guys run B16 gears with a 4.9 final drive, or GSR gears with a 5.1, and then there are different combinations that guys run for 5th or 4th and 5th. GSR with a 5.1 1st through 4th with a B16 5th, depending on what engine you're running or what track you're at.
Cool. All right, so tell us a little bit about the safety requirements that you guys have to have.
So NASA is pretty serious. NASA and Honda Challenge is pretty serious about what they require for safety. You're required a minimum of a 6-point cage. You see a variety of different setups for door bars, NASCAR bars, X bars. I kind of did a hybrid on the car. X bars that protrude out a little bit. You have to have some kind of head and neck restraint. So Hans device or other brands that are out there. Full fire suit and fire retardant gear. Prefer a 6-point harness, window net, and if you don't have a full enclosure seat, then you need a center net as well. So.
And then tell us a little bit about the aero setups that these cars have. Is there any restrictions on that stuff, or you kind of allowed to have at it?
We're relatively restricted on aero. As far as front splitter and rear wing, it can't protrude past the original OEM body line. So the front bumper and the rear bumper, if you had a plumb bob, the farthest points of your front splitter and rear wing cannot exceed past your natural body line. We also have a height regulation as far as how low your splitter can be and how low your side skirts can be to the track, and then we're restricted quite a bit. No full under trays, no rear valances or whatever you want to call it. Pretty much it.
And then what tire setup are you guys allowed to do?
So we're like a spec tire series, so we have to run Toyo tires. We run RRs for the dry and run RA1s for the wet. And we're restricted on tire width and rim width as well. So all the H2 cars you'll see out there are running either the RRs or the RA1s.
Cool. So I guess this car's underweight a little bit, so we added these little weight bars in, which is actually a smart spot, so that way you have driver weight there, and then this just is an empty weight, so that side of the car is not as loaded as this side. It kind of evens it out. So right now, he's doing the same thing he did on the last car, but he's going to hold it like $3 grand and tune the tables at $3 grand.
Just wrapped up on the dyno, finished up at 185.5. This dyno reads a little lower than a dyno jet and more horsepower capped. So making sure we're in a safe range, and pretty happy with the curve overall. So good day on the dyno.
Cody. This is my 98 EK sedan, K-swap, K24A Type R. It's out of a Accord Euro R. Bone stock, nothing really, just basic bolt-ons. Got a Skunk 2 header to a 3-inch straight pipe exhaust, no resonator, and a K-tune turn down, and a Skunk 2 Ultra Street intake manifold with a K-tune 70mm throttle body.
Alright, so these things came stock with a single cam in it. Why K-Series over B-Series? I know you're running pretty quick with the single cam, so why'd you decide to go K-Series?
Because I blew up all the other ones. K-Series just seemed the most relevant, and you don't see these in sedans very often as much as B-Series.
Yeah, I feel like it's like best bang for your buck. It's a instant drop in 200 plus horsepower, as to where a B series you got to do all this work and all that to get it up there. So
Yep.
I guess it kind of makes sense. And then it being in a sedan's kind of sleeper-ish. I guess no one really expects there to be a K series in a sedan.
Nope. That, and I got the Type R swap, the 5-lug swap. It's just, you don't see it often.
So is this your daily driver right now, or do you daily drive something else, or?
This is my daily driver.
And I'm assuming no heat, or not no heat, no AC and stuff like that.
No AC, but in the winter it does kick some heat out.
Yeah. All right, so tell us a little bit about your interior situation you got going on here.
Yeah, I figured it's a daily driver. I said, you know what, what's the fun of having full interior in it, man? I figured just rip it all out. No sound deadening, nothing. It's all just loud as shit. But I mean, you know what?
Nothing.
Just came
No,
from school.
no nothing. Sweet. So why did you swap over to the 5-lug?
I wanted a disc conversion in the rear, and I only had a 5-lug swap laying around, so
So 5-lug it was, I guess.
5-lug it was. The pain in the ass was trying to find the wheels for it.
Yeah. What kind of tires do you have on here? Anything special or not really?
Not really, just Dunlop DZ102s. I had a set of what is it? The Bridgestone Potenzas. They were a little too sticky for the street.
These work pretty good. Holding like, does the car have much grip with those tires on the front of it, or?
Roast first gear, spin second gear, finally grabs third gear.
Nice. That's fun.
It's always fun.